Hello, I'm Rogue Smithy, and we're here for France for S10-GP5, and we should just be waiting not too long now, hopefully, and yeah, and then we'll just get underway with some action and some brilliant driving with 20, I believe, brilliant drivers, or even 19 brilliant drivers. Really can't remember. And yeah, I've just got an invite, so we should be going any minute now. There we go. So we have been given green light. Drivers have been given green light. So all going now. So just starting now. With a couple of seconds to go, and we will be underway for France in GP5. And the current championship standings are just loaded at the top of the standings without actually winning a single race. He is top. He has had 3 third places in a row. In a not last week, he had a streak of 3 podiums in a row, all in third place, and he tops the standings by 2 points from Maggi, who joins us again after a stint in GP4. After a 3-race stint in GP4, sorry. So yes, it was four third places in a row, and a 5th place at Belgium for just loading. It was originally S10 in 2nd, followed by S10 Doran. That top 3 is actually really close, only, and it's a full wet quali, so that's going to be really fun. Everyone, it's not going to be a full wet quali, sorry. It's going to be an intermediate quali, and you can see in the top right what tyres they're on. So I'll just put the tyres up anyway. So out first is S4 NSF WH, and he should be followed by JDM, and I'll kind of move down a bit towards bottom. Kilbert is actually still not off for the first time in a while, or is that Kilbert in front? Can't tell. And oh, it was Kilbert. So Kilbert out first, followed by S4. Followed by SFR NFS HW, and coming back actually to S4, I believe. I can't remember because I don't think I've been here long enough to remember. And I've been told by the Bear it's a wet quali, but they dry to wet race, so that'll be very interesting near the end of the race, or even near the start if some drivers are lucky enough if they put on a wet setup. Yeah, I believe S4 Maggi, here we go, returning back to GP5, the number 51, and he's looking to get that championship lead after this race. He just needs a win and just loading to come second, and he is top of the standings after 3 races away, sorry, with GP4. And just loading P2 in the standings, just coming out now. He's currently P1 in the standings. He needs to get a win to keep that lead and continue in the lead. And there's yellow flags for JDM. So he's taken the escape road, and he's followed by a Ferrari of Mark Querty. And I wonder if they may have collided on the outlap. Maybe no, they haven't. There's no damage to any of the cars, so all clean over there. And starting his lap now, I believe it'll be S4 NFSHW. I will, I won't get that right. I will not get that right. If I do at the end of the stream, at the end of the race, sorry, I will be really proud of myself. And heading into turn 1, he's off on the not the best line. And heading into turn 1, looking good already. Heading into turn 2, out of turn 2, oh, a little bit over the place, over there. Heading into turn 3 now, brakes at the 100 metre, in, doesn't use all the track that he could, uses it there though. And we'll actually watch S10 Magi now, as he comes through turn 3 now, using all that curb on the inside. Not as much on the out on the inside again, but we'll use as much as we can at every single possibility here, because that is what you need to do if you want to get the fastest time here. So Harry, okay, I'll just call him Harry for the stream. If he doesn't want me to, he can tell me that eventually. But I'm gonna have to use that for now because I can't really pronounce NFSHW for the whole race. It will be a little bit too confusing for me. And Kilbert heading through with a purple sector 2. Maybe he's got a dry setup on, and there he's invalidated it. I think he may have a dry setup on. He did not. He looked like he didn't have the turning or the front downforce to actually get that car turned in to the corner. And now coming through the final sector is Harry, and he's looking a bit all over the place out of that sector to last corner. And heading into the final couple corners now. This pit lane on your right, he doesn't want to go into that yet. Through, doesn't use the curb because that curb is a little bit more deadly than the rest. DRS is not enabled because of it being a wet track, and across the line he's going to set the benchmark at the minute, but Kilbert could even beat that, and Kilbert has not beaten that, which I remember he has a invalidated lap, so S10 Magi now to beat it, and it will be an invalidation for S10 Magi, going 2 seconds faster. Bakeroid, or his teammate Fainaline, no, not Fainaline, sorry, but just Lodian, no, sorry, Fainaline. Here comes Fainaline now. It's going to be S10 actually to cross the line first. He'll be followed by Mark Querty, who will set a second place time. And Fainaline now, I believe, should cross the line, going provisional pole by 3 seconds. Wow, what a lap. And Mohammed Gunnar now, P12. Where will he end up after this lap? Obviously he's P12, that's just where the game put him. He goes P2 by a second and a half to the car in front. Now Team Red, come across the line, he's invalidated his lap. Now to Tel Banham, he's invalidated his. He's followed by, who was he followed by? He's followed by Gislodian, championship leader, 56 seconds in sector 2, coming around the final corner, coming down the final straight, no DRS of course, heading in towards the line now. It's going to be a 1 minute 41.8, and he's on pole, and Fainaline spun it as well. Fat and Furious now goes P3. He'll be followed by Team Red. No, sorry, he'll be followed by the Vishvika, who I believe has invalidated his lap or is just going again. Sector paper, sector 1 is actually Team Red though, however. And Kefu goes P3, didn't pick up on that. And oh there! That is Team Red, did not notice that. I believe Mohammed Gunnar, no sorry, it's SFR, it's Harry, sorry. He's going P5 now. P6 even now, because I believe someone has beaten that. Who was that beaten? It was Kilver. Now across the line, S10 Magi invalidates his second lap. No, it is not Magi, it's actually just loading still. By a singular point or 2. I'll double check that in a minute. Yeah, it's by 2 points. It is just loading leading the championship. And he just needs to win, or Magi to retire to keep that championship lead, and anyone around him to basically not win, as he is the only person to be leading that championship. So Mohammed Gunnar comes across the line now, out of that final corner, into 5th, into 6th, into 7th, across the line he comes, and it'll be P3 for Mohammed Gunnar. Starting to become better for the engine now, everyone's getting used to the grip, and it's a lot easier for everyone now, as I believe it's one of the Williams, or is that a Williams? I don't know. Is that one of the Alpines maybe? It's not Baker, he's in the pits. It is Fat and Furious, sorry. He comes across the line. Will he improve? He's coming around the final corner. and heading towards the line now. Across the first line, doesn't count really. Across the second line, P3. Team Red now across the line. He's going to go P... he's going to pit, sorry, yeah, forgot. It was the Vicious Vicar actually, who's gone P6. One of the Avatars now. Across the line, it's going to be Kefu for provisional pole. 0.3 of a second quicker. Will it be Magic to cross the line next, or will he pit? He's going to cross the line again, but he's invalidated his lap, so he will not be able to set a competitive lap time because he has invalidated it. Excuse me, Claire also invalidating it. I'm just going to... I'll be 2 minutes. Just need to get the stream back up on my phone so I can check stuff. Okay, so back on focusing on this. S10-Doran, he's coming towards the back of his line. Sorry, the end of his qualifying lap now. He's invalidated it, but he'll still set a 1 minute 44, which would put P9, I believe. One of the McLarens it is next, Mr. Wiggles, I believe it is, or Telban Ham. It's Mr. Wiggles. He's invalidated his out lap. Depends if he's invalidated his actual lap as well. Cutting that little final corner there. He might have. No, yes he has. SFR needs for speed. Ah, okay. So that seems a lot easier. Thank you, Oliver, for it. Oh God, just dropped your controller. Thank you for telling me that. And just loading goes personal pole. Didn't pick up on that. I was trying to get to him now. As it's a 1 minute 41. So these are coming into the 40s soon. If they are quick enough, they will go into the 40s, 100%. As far as Magi's still on a lap. He hasn't invalidated this one, but will he actually try and set it? He's having a little slide there. It's not what he wants at all. Heading into the final turn now. It just dragging that left-hander. It's one of the hardest hardest corners in my opinion to keep and not drift wide or off the race line. Comes across the line. What will it be for Magi? It'll be P4. Mr. Wiggles now. He's invalidated. Sorry, it's Telbanham, and he'll be followed by one of the LPs. It is who was that? It was Scooter Clem. He's gone P12. Doran now. S10-Doran comes across the line. S10 the Bear's going to set a lap time first, or was that just an outlap? Don't know if it was. I think it was. Yeah. Coming out the final corner. Here he comes towards the line. It's going to be a 1 minute 1, which puts him P4 for the Everton fan. Mr. Wiggles now is not looking quick. He's invalidated his lap. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. He is looking quick. Did not mean to say that. JDM and just loading actually. Sorry. Will he pit? No, he won't. He'll stay out again. Is he going quick enough though to keep that lap time competitive and get some practice in? It looks like it's not going to be enough. DRS might be enabled soon enough actually, if they are lucky enough. And it is actually quicker. He's gone 2 tenths quicker and he's into the 40s. And I believe there was a spinner. JDM is off. He's just sitting there. It may not be a spin. Magi coming through the final corners now. I believe he might be on another lap, or is he just gonna... he's invalidated it, and that'll be into the pits surely now for Magi. I think he's had enough laps. And who's on a lap? It is Scooter Clement who's on a lap. He wants to go ahead of Mark Querty and S4 Need for Speed. What will he get? He's looking alright, he's looking quick. Just a couple of seconds off just loading on his last lap. What I could see. So I think it should be in the low 40s, and I was right, it was a 41.7. He's gone P3. And that is a very quick time. I believe one of the McLarens has spun it. Telbanham, and off goes S10-Doran and S10 the Bear. Across the line now, it'll be Team Red. He'll start on a lap. He doesn't want to invalidate this, so he's going as wide as possible for some reason. That could have invalidated it if he'd just gone a bit wider. Telbanham, after Mr. Wiggles come through the final sector now, he's going to be one of the first to set another lap time. S10 Magi's left the session. I'll send him an invite as soon as this little train of 3 cars comes over the line. And here comes Mr. Wiggles. And looking good for him. 34 seconds as he crossed the DRS, so it's going to be 37 seconds. What will he set? Will he set He's not going to step to Mr. Paul. He's already passed that. Will he go P5? Yes, he will go P5. Who is in the pits now? It's his Bakeroid actually who's going to start a lap. I'm just going to invite Mad G. I am so sorry for this. I'm just going to invite Mad G. I'll be 2 minutes. There we go. And Bakeroid crossed the line now. Here comes Bakeroid. What will he set? He will set a P3. Wow, the two Alpines setting a massive, going really quick, sorry. JDM into the pits after, I believe, a spin or a crash, or maybe just an invalidation, and going on to fresher tyres for the next couple of laps. As S4 needs to speed now, coming around the final corner. Looking really quick now, across the DRS line. I believe that should be where the Alpines are quick enough, or maybe not. It's going to be P13 for S4 needs speed. And he starts another lap. As Bakeroid finishes another lap, he set a purple sector 2. Sector 1, sorry. He could be quick enough here to actually win the race. Not win the race, sorry. Get pole. As I believe Team Red's on a lap here. He's crossing the final corner. He's going really wide there. Might just be a lock up. Or not used to the conditions. It's actually dry now. They're just waiting for the line to dry out. And they should be good enough to actually... Well, yeah, go onto the dries. Is someone on the dries? Yes, they are. Here we go. JDM's on the dries. No, nearly hitting him. Team Red. That was close. Not what he wants at all. Here comes JDM, however. He's on the softs. The first person to even chance it and go out on dries. Kefu is on the inters. Will he set quick enough lap time to go faster? Bakeroid's setting not too fast, sorry. I'm just going to send Maggie a quick another invite. Sorry about this. Maggie. No, I don't think I have him. I'll just send it to the group. And here we go, across the line, P3 currently for Bakeroid. It'll be P3 still for Bakeroid. As S4 need for speed now. Will he come into the pits or will he carry on his lap? I believe he could be in the pits this lap as he drifts out wide. No, he's going to cut it back inside. And he's going to cut it into the outside of the track, and that is not going to be a quick enough lap. As taking some drifting there is Need for Speed, and living up to the name for Need for Speed perfectly. As through goes Fanny Lion, he's P5. He wants to improve a lot. Tell Banham, I believe he's going for another lap. He might even get on to the dries if he's quick enough into the pits and back out the pits quick enough. Team Red's on the lap here. He's coming through the final corners now. He's committed to the inters. He's not going to go for dries. And Maggi, he is not working for his invite. And that could be a little bit... That could dent his championship hopes a little bit. But obviously we're early in the season. Team Red goes P7. Mr. Wiggles on the softs now. Here comes JDM though. We're actually going to watch JDM. As out on his outlap, he's sliding a bit there. Not what he wants at all. Mohammed Gunner's still in the pits, coming out of it now. On the softs as well. S4 the Bears on an outlap. And he is followed by Fat and Furious, who is on an outlap as well. Both of them on the inters. They're committed to the inters. So no chance are they going to get a chance on the softs. JDM and the only people on there nearly hitting him is Mohammed Gunner. And he's going to ruin S4 the Bears' lap. Unless S4 the Bear can pull out a miracle here and pull out a load of time just to save it. Just to save that lap there. As off goes JDM once again on those softs. It's not a dry line yet. It's not what he wants at all. He just needs the track to dry out really quickly so he can get that pole position. Because he's one of the favourites for pole position. So is Mr. Wiggles and Mohammed Gunner here. So they're the only people that have chance the softs. So 2 times left the session. I'll send him another invite in a minute. As we'll watch JDM actually. And we'll watch him start a lap and start what possibly could be a pole lap as well. Just going to send Scooter Clem an invite. I'll be 2 minutes. As Maggi has retired from the session, he does not think he can go faster. Obviously he doesn't have the time actually, but here comes JDM now. Has he got quick enough first sector? He's invalidated it! And that could be the end of a good enough chance. Here comes Mr. Wiggles though. He's on that lap. Will he even make it to the line? Will Mohammed Gunner even make it to the line as well? He's followed and DRS is enabled. It is dry enough. It's S now coming through his final part of his lap. Instrumental to the two soft runners as they'll be a lot faster down the straight with the DRS. But S will have a little pace with the DRS as well through the final corner, but so will Fat Furious. He will also have the toe of S. And here we go, two DRS drivers, and it's going to be nothing as they're both slow. They're both slower than their last times. Not what they want at all. JDM is trying to get back round for another lap. I don't think he'll get it though, as Bakeroid will definitely not get it. He is miles behind. There's 1 second to go. And do them... No, they don't. They don't make it. So that'll be Jizzloading on pole. Unless Kefi can pull out a miracle here. He's 1/10 down already. With the DRS, however, he could go even faster. JDM has left the session. I'll send him an invite any minute now. Yeah, I'll just send him an invite really quickly, you know. I believe Magi's out the session as well, again. There's Magi. And where's JDM? JDM says he's in the session for me. That's why Magi has joined though. Here comes Kefi though. Will he pull out a miracle and get his AlphaTauri onto the very fierce position? As I believe Team Red is actually going to have a go here. He's 7/10 up his Team Red. What will Team Red set? It'll still be P3! And Kefi pits. He's happy with P2. Anyone else on the lap of the Vicious Vicar is? Sorry, S. Bearers, he's invalidated it though. Mark Querty is as well though. Heading round the long right-hander. He's letting someone through. Is that Mr. Wiggles? Yes, he is. That was the AI. That could have pushed him wide. Mark Querty going not the fastest here. JDM is the lowest on the grid though. And McGunn passing him as well. So I believe it should be over if for Mark Querty. 1 minute 27 now, 28, and yeah, I don't think this will be a pole position lap, but it could still put him inside the top 10. Everyone still has his 3 choice of tyres, however. I'll say lucky enough to get that, and it's going to be P17 still for Mark Querty. Unlucky for him, as JDM has now joined. Jizzloadian P1, followed by Kefu, team, we'll just wait for everyone, and we'll do the roundup on the actual roundup screen. And here come people waiting now. And here's someone readied up. It was Mr. Wiggles. So we'll just get underway now shortly. And no, I don't believe. And just loading. And we are a driver down as Lewis did not get in time. And I believe Mad G is so JDM is not in his car, and I believe Mad G is also not in his car. No, Mad G is in his car. So JDM has left the session again, and yeah, we're having a load of yeah, it's not looking good for JDM at the minute. And I can't actually send him an invite for some reason. Oh, there we go. JDM sent an invite. And I just might send Scooter Climb an invite as well. And Mr. Wiggles has been disqualified from the session, and so has Mad G. So they have collided on the formation lap, and that is unlucky to say the least. And race should start in a couple of minutes. Not a couple of minutes, sorry. In any minute now. So we'll actually be starting dead on 8 o'clock. Actually, that'll be no, we won't. Sorry, it's now 8 o'clock now. So yeah. Which tyre is everyone on, Timo? I'll have a look now. So position change, stops and tyre. So on the hards it's just Lodian. Kefu is on the mediums, and everyone else apart from Mad G Vicious Vicar. So okay, I'll restart that. Sorry. So just Lodian and Mohammed Gunner and Kilbert are all on the hards, and then it is S Father Bear, Mad G and the Vicious Vicar all on the softs, everyone else on the mediums. Not like that. That is really ambitious from just Lodian. So he thinks he can get to the wet period on the hards, everyone else thinks he can get to the wet period on the mediums, and as for Mad G, the Bear and the Vicious Vicar all trying to make up as many positions as possible. So just Lodian doesn't think the hards are enough. The mediums are enough to get to the wet period as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Scooter Clem, after an amazing quality, will not race due to some connection issues. So Delphine will be really unlucky. And not what he wants. And here we go. Just waiting now for the lights to come on. Can't see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are on. And it's go! And just loading with an alright start. And so's Kefu. Kefu is miles behind already. Just loading with an amazing start. Into turn 1. Looks like Team Red's into P3. And Baker getting overtaken by his teammate who's in AI mode. And off is Team Red. And off as a load of people as well. I believe someone's spun, and that might be Mohammed Gunner. And it is Mohammed Gunner. Into turn 1. There's a spin. Not what he wants at all. Baker now, and round the outside. So Baker gone back at Team Red. Team Red wants to get past as quick as possible. What a start for just Loading on the hards. That's what I've got to say as well. Kefu on the mediums, 5 tenths behind already on the and miles behind at turn 1. Not what he wants at all. Kefu heading into the chicane on the back straight, and he's behind by 3 tenths. As far as there, it's a piece. Team Red. Team Red has spun it, not what he wants at all, and he's now going to have to cut the chicane and get a penalty in the mean while doing so. I don't know why he didn't take the route normally there as Kefu, and just Loading goes side by side. I didn't notice that, sorry, at all. And S10 Doran and Scooter Clem swap positions because that is an AI as Scooter Clem, and he will not be finishing that high up thanks to some lobby glitches. And Kilbert's up to P9 now. Round the outside of Scooter Clem, and I keep forgetting Scooter Clem is an AI, and Bakerade. So Kefu and just Lodian breaking away already, and Kefu is really wanting to get past as quick as possible from the hard runner, as even though he's on the hards, he's still getting way better exits than the medium runner of Kefu. Just Lodian with the fastest stop, of course, he's the first one to cross the line. Into the pits comes JDM and Telmanham, and I believe they've collided maybe with someone as I don't think their wings are actually on at all. No, yeah, they're probably just pitting for new everything, sorry. As Fat and Furious and Team Red swap positions as there, Fat and Furious has spun at turn 2. I believe that might have been a collision, don't know, as that is a really easy place to spin, and also an easy place to collide and spin as well. Kefu now running the lower wings, sorry, as he's flying down this back straight, heading into turn 8, I believe it is. He is going to try and go round the outside of Gisselodian, and will it work for him? And no, it won't. And he's going to try again down the pitch straight, probably, as DRS will be enabled next lap, and he'll breeze past then. Basically, this from Maggi with an amazing start from elite P9 he was, and he's up to P3 already. That's what the softs can do for you. And he's probably going to go double softs, and then to the wet period, and then to the end of the race. Bakeroid now right behind Maggi, a little slide there, not what he wants at all. Maggi really trying to catch up with Kefu, and he has. Kefu and Gisselodian still battling here. They'll be heading down the main street with DRS next lap, as S10 Doran and Fainaline's swap positions. But Fainaline's got some damage as he goes straight on and wide. Then everyone, he's got a 10-second time penalty for something in-game. Don't know why he's got the 10-second time penalty. That is just something the game will do. He might have got some front wing damage from a collision earlier. As Tel Banham and JDM swap positions down the back straight and heading into turn 18. No, not turn 18, sorry. I can't remember what turn that is. Turn 10 maybe. As Fainaline is out. He is retired in the pits. S10 needs for speed with the front wing change. Not what he wants at all. As Gisselodian and Kefu is going really wide there. Has Gisselodian heading down onto the back straight. DRS is enabled now. So that means Gisselodian will be passed probably by Kefu, and there we go. There's the pass. And will even Gisselodian be passed by Maggi here? Yes, he has been. Heading into the chicane. Not what he wanted at all. He's lost 2 positions. Doran gets past Mr. Wiggles and into the chicane as well. And a load of positions getting changed here. Kefu and Maggi. Maggi with the purple sector. He's wanting to get past and breeze away as quick as he can, because he's on the quicker tyres compared to the rest. He'll have to pit probably before the wet period. As Mr. Wiggles and Doran might even be swapping positions into turn 10 again. No, S10 the Bear as well. What a start for him. P13 to P5. He's up 8 positions. Exactly what he wanted on the softs as well. As the Vicious Vicar only up a handful of positions from where he started with the softs as well. Team Red and Kilbert swap positions heading into the final part of the lap. As Maggi with a little putting the power down really early there, which could even benefit him into turn 1. But using all the ERS he can, he's on 5% ERS. Is Kefu, as Doran sets the fastest lap now. He's looking really quick, as he could even get a podium here. Good Doran. As S10 Maggi heading into turn 3. No, he's not going to be close enough to have a little dive. Might have had luck, but no. And through the little chicaney bits there. I don't know why that's even there in real life. Oh, no! Spin! S10 Need for Speed. As Maggi's probably going to overtake Kefu here. Unless Kefu uses all his ERS, which I believe he is. He's on 6% ERS. Maggi has loads of ERS to spare, and he's going to breeze past him down into the chicane. And Gisselodian and Bakeroid still battling here, as Kefu's trying to get back at Maggi here. He doesn't have the ERS to do so. He's on 6% ERS again. He's using all the ERS he can off the start. Not what he wants to do at all. As he'll waste that, and eventually he'll fall back out of contention from the race win. As Gisselodian is on the hards, of course. From the start, he had an amazing getaway for what he was on the hards. Stayed in the lead into turn 1. Bakeroid only 3/10 off him. 2/10 now even. So he should hopefully breeze past on the straight. S10 the Bear now falling into the clutches of his teammates, as those softs might be wearing off already, and that is really quick for the softs. As that's worrying for anyone on other tyres, because that is the only 4 laps we've done, and 5 laps even, sorry. But those softs already going off, not what he wants at all. Heading into turn 1 is Kefu, still behind Maggi, not going to have a look here. As Doran and the Bear swap positions on the straight, they're going to try and pull each other along, probably. As and there, cutting a corner, it's Mr. Wiggles, that'll be a warning. Team Red is P9 here. He's got overtaken by his teammate, and Kilber gets a 3-second time penalty for probably going wide at turn 2 as well. As looking down the field, Kefu is still looking here. He might even have a go here. He doesn't have the ERS, but Maggi does. But Maggi's actually not got the ERS anymore. And here goes Bakeroid heading into the chicane. He's going to brake later, and he's going to nearly go wide. What a move by Bakeroid into P3 and into the podium positions. And just loading now. He wants to get back as quick as possible to P. He starts at P1. He's now down to P4. That is not the best for him. As Mahamagunner and Kilbert swap positions into the chicane as well. As Mark Querty, he's not far behind Scooter Clem. He's wanting to get past as quick as possible. As Kefu and Maggi is out of the session according to the game. So he'll be going really slow compared to everyone else. I might send him an invite. I'll be 2 minutes. Maggi now out of the session. He'll get really easily past as Bakery is looking really, he's breathing down the neck of Kefu. Not what he wants at all. Kefu wants it all because he's about to get into the lead of this race probably. As Kefu going to go around the outside, and there we go. Maggi in the Ferrari into second place with the selection issues. As Scooter Clem and Fat and Fury swap positions, of course they would, since Scooter Clem has disconnected from the session from his P5 position, start. As just Lodian getting straight past Maggi as well, and that Ferrari dropping down the order, like sinking like a stone. Not what he wanted at all with the connection issues, and there could be that P1 of the championship, which he could have had today, has gone away. As here comes Bakeroid though, he's heading into turn 8. He's side by side with Kefu. He's going to try and push Kefu as wide as possible. He's going to try and get the switch back on Kefu. He's not going to wait for him at all against Kefu. Doran into, oh no, and maybe restart your game. Maggi as the AI's actually moved up to P4 now. They're getting back at Doran. Kefu and Bakeroid 12 positions down, and just Lodian's going to try and jump past as quick as possible from Kefu as well. And S10 Maggi finally getting overtaken as AI getting overtaken, and just Lodian right down the back of Kefu as Bakeroid really looking quick here. He's already broken away outside of 5/10 of a second, and he could even be outside of DRS as there is the detection zone already. He's not going to be outside of DRS. As heading through the final corner, those 4 cars even, as Doran is looking really quick here. I can't remember where he started, but he's definitely made a couple of positions. And Maggi's finally joined here, and he could really try and rejoin the fight, as that's what he wants at all. He definitely wants to join the fight, sorry, as he is the championship. He is second of the championship, and at the start of the season, I believe, is one of the favourites for the championship. As Bakeroid, obviously it's early in the season, as Bakeroid is still leading, not by too far though, as my game is glitched and I can't see the timings, but it's definitely under a second for Kefu and Bakeroid. And Bakeroid heading through the turn now. There's the DRS, and everyone behind him will get it. And Doran even might get into the podium positions here. As just Lodian, no. Kefu, no. S10 Bear getting overtaken by Mr. Wiggles down the straight. Maggi might even get past him here, make up a couple positions again from the P1, sorry, where he was before he disconnected from the session. And he's dropped down to 7th. As Kefu, Bakeroid now, and he's still there. Maggi up to P6 now after no taking it. He's off. He's spun it and he's out. And that is a safety car, and that could save Bakeroid here, and it will be a safety car, as that could even save S10 Bear and the Vicious Vicar as well. As yeah, it's not what he wanted at all. And yeah, out and into the pits comes Kefu. Just Lodian will stay out because he is on the hards, of course. I wonder when the Maggi's out of the session. S10 Bear gets a 5-second penalty. I'm actually going to double check the penalties now. I say 5-second penalty, only one there for the Bear, as he is yeah. Oh, and speed on the safety car Kilbert, he will be serving a drive-through in a minute, as behind the Aston Martin safety car is just Lodian. He'll be followed by Mr. Wiggles and Mahamagunner and Kilbert, who will have to serve a drive-through penalty either under green flags or not under green flags. I can't remember, to be honest. As S10 Bear coming off the pits now, he's behind Team Red and Doran and Mark Querty even, because Mark Querty has not pitted, and he will need to pit eventually probably. And looking behind towards just Lodian now, and I'll just be taking a quick little break. And I'm back here, as safety car should be in next lap or even the lap after if Telbanham. Oh yeah, Telbanham has pit, sorry. And yep. And yeah, just need to double check something. That'll be 2 minutes. And I'm just gonna double check. And okay, yeah. So back, I was just given a new driver in GP2. Some the admins of probably just on PlayStation. I'm sorry if that was a long break. And yep, safety car should be in there at the end of this lap if Telbanham can catch up. He is on the softs. He should be going to the end of the dry period and into the wets. He wants the wets to come as quick as possible. On those 1 lap old softs already. So I think he'll last about 10 laps on them before he has to pit. And he will make it. And it should be safety car in this lap. So just wait for just loading. And for them. And everyone to trial round again. And hopefully we can get back underway. And yeah, safety car should be in this lap any second now if Telbanham. That is amazing, the camera work. I like that. And yeah, Telbanham should be catching up any second now, and we should see the safety car in this lap message pop up. And we do not. So, oh yeah, there we go, safety car in this lap. So that should be good. We'll get back into racing any second now. I'm sorry for my dog barking any second now, and she's off the road. Sorry. And here we go, just loading and lead them away from Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles wants to get past as quick as possible. Mohammed Gunner is in P3. I believe that's his highest position all season. Bakery just P5 on the new softs. He's going to get us straight back in the lead. And here comes just loading, and he is underway once again for Speed Plus Racing GP5 French Grand Prix. And here comes Mr. Wiggles heading into turn 1 as well. He's miles behind already, 6 tenths behind. Here comes into turn 1, Team Red and Marquetti, and 3 wide there into turn 1. And Marquetti backs out first, followed by S10-GP5-Round and Team Red into turn 1 with a 3-second time penalty. Turn 2, sorry, 3-second time penalty. Not what he wants at all, as Mr. Wiggles is struggling here, as Mohammed Gunner is trying to get him as quick as possible. Baker is trying to get past Kilbert as quick as possible as well. Those softs are much quicker than those 9-lap-old hards. He's trying to get back and get past the Haas as soon as possible and into the podium positions as quick as possible, as well as Mr. Wiggles swaps positions with Mohammed Gunner into turn 8, I believe that is, the chicane. As S10 Need for Speed going side by side with JDN, and he's going to keep and try and hang it around the outside. JDN, and there he's nearly hit him. Oh, and a little slide there as well, that's going to let Telbanham through, and this is really saved Telbanham, and S10 and Team Red swap positions now, heading towards the end of the straight and into the towards the final bit of the lap into the 3rd second to go. Kilbert has swapped positions with Bakery. Kefi wants to get past him as quickly as possible as well now. Mohammed Gunner is now into 2nd as well with Mr. Wiggles in P3. Bakery breathing down Mr. Wiggles' neck, and we've had a little game, which is Kilbert's actually dived into the pits. Did not notice that he's serving a drive-through penalty now. Exactly what he wants to do, as if he needs to do that. And heading into turn 1, it's going to still be Mr. Wiggles in P3. Down in P16 is Kilbert with a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Just going to Clem's wanting to get past as quick as possible. He's in AI mode, sorry. Not in AI mode, sorry. He is a AI because he's disconnected. It's JDM going right on the outside. Mr. Wiggles and Baker in swap positions. I should focus on that more because that is the lead battle. And Mark Querty has dropped down another position to P11. Vicious Vic tries to get past. He's going to try and get the switch back. No, it's not. He's going to actually slow down Tel Banham, which he doesn't want to do too much as now Tel Banham's miles behind. As here we go, down the back straight they go. The Vicious Vicar and Mark Querty side by side heading towards the chicane. Halfway down the straight now. It's still going to be Tel Banham with the Ferrari power. Sorry, both, not Tel Banham. They're both got Ferrari power, forgot that. Oh, and he's hitting in this one. And down into P13, maybe even P14 here. Being squeezed onto the game, but it is P14 for the Vicious Vicar. Team Red, Kefu now, he's wanting to get past Doran as quick as possible. Doran's actually overtaken him, I didn't notice that, sorry. As there is Bakeroyd, he's going to have to probably pit again unless the wet period comes as quick as possible for him. As Mr. Wiggles now a second off him, those mediums are not looking good for him. He's going to have to pit soon, with the mediums being 10 lap olds compared to Doran's 3 lap olds. And Mahamaguna is still within the DRS range of Gislodian, our championship and race leader, as Bakeroyd is looking down the back of Gislodian here. S10 Doran is going to try and get past Mr. Wiggles into turn 1. He's not going to do it. He's going to wait for Mr. Wiggles to make a mistake and brake, and there we go. There is the track. It's going a lot more darker now, and it actually could become wet period soon enough. As they're going round the outside is Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles does brake and cut the corner as S10 cuts the corner to get past Kefu, and he might actually have to give that back as S10 Doran is going to try to go up the inside. He's going to turn to the outside for the main straight, and he's not going to do it. He's going to wait for the DRS, and he's going to try and breeze past him here with the DRS, and he has. And heading down now, Mr. Wiggles could even be overtaken by S10 Doran's teammate here, but Mr. Wiggles want to get past as quick as possible again. Here comes Bakeroyd down for the lead. Actually, might be Mahamaguna in the lead here. As here comes Bakeroyd, here comes Mahamaguna, and no, they're all going to stay in the same positions as he can towards the end of the lap now. Mahamaguna might get past on the straight, but it's looking really wet. It's starting to become really, I don't know what the word is, overcast, that's the word I'm looking for, here in France. And S10 the Bear, he's trying to go round the outside of Mr. Wiggles, and Mr. Wiggles making a mistake. His car is wiggling all over the road there, as S10 the Bear breezes past and into P5, and he's now going to try and chase down his teammates. JDM and Kefu swap positions as well. Kefu obviously making the mistake of the hards, doesn't want to do. So those hards won't come in, become good until about 10 laps into the race. Mahamaguna is going to try and go around the outside of Gislodian, and in that'll turn to the inside of turn 2. He's not going to do it though. Baker is trying to go get the better exit here, as all three of them battling here. Was that Gislodian making a mistake? Don't know if he was. As the Vicious Vicar into the pits, all ready for new tyres, or maybe just a new front wing as well. And we're all going to try and Gislodian is probably going to get overtaken here on the straight by both of them. And this is this is an exact replica of what happened near the start of the race, where Bakeroyd got past, and so did Mahamaguna. And there, it's raining now, and it is now raining as Gislodian and Bakeroyd goes flying past Gislodian. Mahamaguna gets past them, sorry. And Mahamaguna into the lead now on the 12 lap old hards though, as Bakeroyd as well on the 5 lap old softs race away from Gislodian, our championship leader. He's fallen into the clutches of S10 Doran and S10 the Bear, who's got Mr. Wiggles, whose car is, who's on 12 lap old mediums. This is really not helping him, as the rain is starting to come down a lot quicker here, and you can really see it. As I believe there should be mediums in about 3 laps time, or maybe even 2 laps, or maybe even next lap if it really starts to pour down, as it might even be full wet by the end of the race. Sector 3 yellows, so someone has spun, and that is S10, not Need for Speed, and he's in the wall, I believe. No, he isn't. That just might be Mad G's front wing. No, it is his front wing. Might even be a virtual safety car here that could really save Mahamaguna, as it is looking to be Inters soon, as S10 Bear already into the pits for Inters. And into the pits as well is one of the Red Bulls, I believe. And Mr. Wiggles as well, that is JDM as well into the pits for Inter's S10-GP5-Round has got to serve his 5-second time penalty, but he has to come out. Kefu into the pits as well for Inter's, everyone into the pits. It is now surely intermediate as the leaders all stay out. That is just loading, sorry, and S4 need for speed in the pit lane. It's really not helped him at all. And obviously spinning, and now he's got a 5-second penalty as well to go with that. And S4 Dorn is looking, and S4 Dorn is out! And he has spun it, and that could, yes, it has saved the leaders, as now everyone else has gone about 40% throttle, I believe it is. And that has saved everyone else's 40% throttle, as S4 Dorn is out of the race. The slippery track has spun his Aston Martin around, and he is out. And he will not, that is the worst case scenario, as Kel Banham actually not pitting has probably saved his races. He actually could be on for a podium here, if he is lucky enough, as Mohammed Gunnar will lead us away hopefully. And unless he crashes under safety car, which I hope he doesn't, as there, Kel Banham's gone straight on, and he's actually spun it on the exit of the chicane. And he's all over the place here, is the McLaren, he's and yeah, it's not looking good at all as Mohammed Gunnar, S4 Dorn is out, and and that is really unlucky. And yeah, Mohammed Gunnar will be followed into the pits by everyone hopefully, as here we go, everyone into the pits. And yeah, into the pits, Mohammed Gunnar onto the Inters, he'll lead Baker Reed. And Slowden actually might hold him up here. Oh no, he is too far behind to hold anyone up. And they will all still be in the lead by quite a lengthy margin as well, because of the safety car. Everyone else pit under the green flag conditions. These three pit under the dry conditions. All onto Inters and Kel Banham all over the road as well. I believe he has spun someone. S5 Bear has got an illegal overtake on him, and Kefu and everyone is just overtaking him here. Not what he wants at all. Mohammed Gunnar is in the lead. Did not expect to say that, as out is Owen into the pits, comes Kilbert now as well. He is on the hards, not what he wanted to be on. Under the wet period as Kel Banham's followed them in. I believe that might be for a new front wing for Kel Banham. No, it's not. Kilbert, will he be on for a new front wing? No, he won't. And S4 Need for Speed will make up 2 positions here, and into P13 after a 5-second penalty. And yeah. And this guy's like a break. And yeah. Ooh. And yeah, under the rain conditions now, this is going to get really hectic, I think. This will be really a really exciting finish with 12 laps to go. And yeah, 12 laps to go. Probably another 30 laps probably, if I'm lucky enough. Just waiting now for the safety car to come in, which should be at the end of next lap, and it will be, as he has missed the pit lane here, as Kel Banham at the very back of the field is yeah, we'll restart as well. And yeah, here comes Mohammed Gunnar now.